And welcome back, high performers. This is Ryan Smith, and this week we're going to talk a little bit about not just your mindset, but what's actually going on inside of your brain. And we ask the question, have you ever used the terms unmotivated, weak-willed, unserious, or self-sabotaging to describe your own failures? Be back in a moment to talk a little more about your brain set versus your mindset.
High Performance Vet Pro Radio.
Welcome to High Performance Vet Pro Radio. Here, you will learn everything you need to know to become a high-performance veterinary professional. We will focus on optimizing your sleep, fitness, nutrition, mental performance, stress response, and work-life balance. Please enjoy these professional interviews with cutting-edge content from Dr. Jennifer Quammen and human performance coach Ryan Smith from hyperfliving.com.
And welcome back to another High Performance Vet Pro Touchcast and Podcast. This is Ryan Smith, and this week, as we're talking about this brain set versus mindset, we want you to think about how you are talking to yourself, how you're thinking about things, and are you really creating your own threat within your system? And our quote this week is, your subconscious takes self-talk as truth, takes those messages as a plan to become a self-fulfilling prophecy. So you got to be careful what you say to yourself and about yourself. So when we ask the question about, are you saying things like, oh, I self-sabotage myself, I'm unmotivated, I'm weak-willed, I just have no willpower to do things. These are actually becoming thought processes, and your brain really does take it as a truth. And if you're putting these thoughts inside your head, they just kind of perpetuate. They keep going on. So you're actually creating your own threat, basically, in your head. So we have 3 tips that we're going to talk about this week, and that you can kind of put to use within your action items. So the first one is willpower is a limited resource. Basically, you have a little bit every day, and you don't want to use it to fight what you don't want, but you want to use willpower to do the things that you do want to do. So if I'm constantly fighting what I don't want to do, so it's like I don't want to eat that piece of candy, or I don't want to fight with my spouse, or I don't want to do something else, you're actually kind of locking that in, and you're actually focusing on what you don't want to do. So you're going to kind of run out of willpower, and you're going to break down on that stuff. So you're like, I don't want a piece of candy, and there's a candy jar. Eventually you're going to walk by, and your brain's going to be like, hey, there's a piece of candy. Okay, I can't fight it anymore, so I'm going to have it. So we want you to fight for the things that you do want. Okay, I want to eat a healthy meal, or I want to eat more vegetables, or I'm going to eat something else that I know is good for me versus I don't want that. So that's your first part as far as on your mindset, that willpower is a limited resource. Our second one is what you think the things that are holding you back are really not. So you really need to find somebody that knows how to ask questions that they can really get to the truth. So they can really find out what it is that is creating that threat within you, and they can kind of help to suppress it a little bit. So again, whenever I'm there and I'm talking about, okay, I'm going to eat healthy, I'm going to do more things that are going to help me live a healthy life, yet if I am now not going to be able to go out with my friends for dinner, or we're not going to be able to go out and do things on the weekend because if I'm there, that breaks what I'm trying to accomplish. Well, that kind of goes against our social mindset, our social part of our brain, and now we're alienating ourselves from our friends. That may be part of the question that we have to ask from a health standpoint. Okay, am I creating more threat because I'm actually now removing myself from social situations, alienating my friends, my family? I may be eating different than everybody else in my household. So this is where a coach can kind of come in, and they really are about asking the questions to help you find the truth. And then the third one that we have is whenever you set a big goal for yourself, that is a change. And your body does really kind of respond to that as a threat. Because again, am I going to now be thinking about my life from social aspects? Am I going to lose friends? Am I not going to be able to go out and do all the things that I wanted to do? So what we have to do is again, find these things that are a threat within us, and we have to kind of calm them down. So until we remove that threat and feel safe, we're not going to be able to complete these change goals and complete a transformation. And really the difference between a transformation and a change is transient. It can actually be moving all the time. So if I say that I'm going to lose 5 pounds, well, and I lose 5 pounds, okay, that's a change. But at the same time, is if I gain 5 pounds back, that is also a change. A transformation is complete. Whenever I reach that change, it's locked in and it's not going to go back the other way. So we really have to feel safe with these goals to be able to complete our transformation. No, it's a lot to think about on that, but really if you kind of change this mindset on, okay, I'm weak-willed or I'm self-sabotaging, you're really not. This is just your brain and how it's processing the things that we have, and are we threatening ourselves? Or are the things that we want to complete as a change, are they threatening us? And so a little bit to think about there. There's a lot more that we can go into on this, but so I'd invite you to kind of contact us. Let us know what you've got going on from these questions perspective and from a coaching perspective. So obviously you can hit us up on iTunes, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Stitcher Radio, all of those places for the podcast, whatever your favorite podcast app is. Also from the TouchCast or YouTube, you can find these videos there and interact with us there. Leave us a message. Let us know what you want to hear about, what you want to think about, and how we can help you on that. If you have questions, you can follow us over on the website at highperfliving.com. It's highperfliving.com. You can also email us at life@highperfliving.com, plus any of the social media. So until next week, we'll talk to you real soon. And don't forget to live your life with intention and kind of take it to that next higher standard for yourself.
Thank you for joining us at High Performance Vet Pro Radio. We hope to hear from you soon. Like this episode? Leave us a review on iTunes, Stitcher, or SoundCloud. It helps us to reach more veterinary professionals. For more information or to contact us, please visit us at highperfliving.com. Until next time, remember to live every day with intention.